wannabes struggling for Premier League games should just give up on their homeland and move abroad. The solution to Gareth Southgate's concern about a lack of opportunities for England qualified players has been provided by the likes of Jadon Sancho. By leaving Manchester City to move abroad with a club the size of Borussia Dortmund, Sancho is leading the way. Others have made similar moves abroad as well, and more should follow in the future. When I was playing, I was linked with clubs including Barcelona, Panathinaikos and Fiorentina. Terry Venables was very interested in me when he was at Barca. I also remember playing in a tournament in Italy for Nottingham Forest, and Fiorentina had made several inquiries, as had one or two other Italian clubs. But at that stage I had only been a pro for 3 or 4 years, so I wanted to get my head down. I wanted to learn my trade in England. Back then, it was you're born in England, you live in England, you play in England, and that's it. The idea of moving and playing abroad came with too many unknowns. Going at 23, 24, 25 then would have been like going at 17, 18, 19 now. Kids of that age today are a lot more worldly wise and universal in their outlook than players who were in their mid-20s back then. If you're 18-20 now and a player from the European Union or even Latin America, you are a completely different beast to what I was. They play Champions League and Europa League games and lots of underage competitions abroad. And with the internet and social media, it has never been easier, or a better time, for a youngster to find out that not only should Europe be a destination to play in the short term, but to realize the Premier League is not the be-all and end-all, and that they can go and play in Italy, France, Spain or Germany for 2 or 3 years and expand their skill set. When I was a football-mad youngster thinking about living in Florence, there were a lot of unknowns. Now, within 5 or 6 months, if you're motivated enough, you can find out everything you need to know using social media and the internet. That has massively changed. And continental clubs realize that this young crop of English players, from 17 to 21, can easily adapt to a European club system as footballers, rather than just the big frontman or gritty midfielder roles that used to make them attractive. If these players can't get games in the Premier League, foreign clubs will happily take the bulk of England players that have proved with the national youth teams that their technique is good, and they often bring a great British character that is still a currency, too. Add in the success they have enjoyed, and I am not surprised clubs in Germany, Holland, Belgium and other countries have started taking English players. The time is now for these youngsters. Instead of the odd player going here and there as happened in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s and 2000s, like Steve McManaman, and going all the way back to Jimmy Greaves and Dennis Law, let's turn it on its head. Let's give Gareth a problem. If these players won't get into Premier League clubs with their overbloated squads, they will get into Italian, German, French, Spanish, Belgian, Portuguese teams. So give it a go, youngsters. There is nothing to be scared of. Go and enjoy yourselves in a different league for a season or two.